Hello traders, welcome back to another video. Today guys, I'm very proud to announce that I passed another challenge with FTMO. You can see here in my name the date of today, 13th of October 2021. I'm very happy guys because I love FTMO and I really suggest you guys to try these challenges, but at the same time I'm gonna give you some tips on how you can pass these challenges and how you have to treat them, because yes, it's very easy once you have some sort of experience in the market to pass these challenges, but at the same time it's very difficult. So we're going to have a look at all the pros and cons that you have to take in consideration before trying a challenge. I'm going to be showing you guys before that the trade that made me pass this challenge. So it's going to be gold, and I was able to take a 7.7 risk reward trade that made me pass the challenge pretty easy. And yeah, so let's start with the higher time frame analysis as usual. So the 30 minutes, what is telling me? So pretty much that we are uptrending, because the downtrend that was in here, so we saw the price dropping very hard to the downside, printing all of this lower highs and lower lows, ended with this movement right here. And since this sort of double bottom, we saw the price breaking some really key structure, and every time we printed some support, you can see the price always taking the previous lows like this and showing that it's manipulating the price and taking some liquidity in order to go to the main direction, which is up. So everyone that is trying to buy here is now stopped out because of these movements, and the price still goes higher. So that means that someone is really pushing the price up, just doesn't want the retail traders to stay in the market. Okay, you got what I mean, right? So after this push right here, this creates a demand zone, because the price is pushing lower, breaking some structure, but instead of continuing to the downside, it goes higher. So we have seen that when we have moves like this leaves a demand zone in the market that we might retest in the future. So the first time that we retested this area was right here, but I was not really into buying in the zone, because I always prefer to lower the time frame and see how the price reacts in there. So I saw a little reaction in here, but we were not really deep into the zone. Same thing for here, we just tapped the zone and went higher. And at the same time here, we start forming some liquidity above and below. So I'm not really interested in buying there, because the price can easily manipulate that area that we are forming. Okay, we have equal lows, and if the price goes deeper in the zone, we still can get that manipulation and the push higher. So I'm just gonna be patient, see how the price reacts on this demand zone, and look for a buy position. I'm really happy that the price broke to the upside. As you can see here, we have a clear break of structure to the upside with this push, and then we started going higher with this other push, and we took some liquidity again. So look at this, we take some more liquidity below this equal lows. We have some internal support here that is taken out with this wick. I was actually trying to buy here, but my focus was a little bit lower. I had this demand zone. I wanted to enter lower in the area. It didn't give me the chance to enter, but it doesn't matter, because as long as I'm seeing the price going in that direction that I'm thinking, I will still probably have a chance to get into that move. Fortunately, yesterday was pretty difficult. So if I drop the lower time frame, so the 5 minutes, you can see it was pretty difficult to find a trade, because the price started moving very aggressively, and it was pretty difficult to take a trade. Yes, I could have probably taken this trade right here, taken the liquidity and the buy position here. We also had the 78.6, sorry, but it was still a little bit far from it, so I don't know if I could have taken this trade. Anyways, you can see the price taking liquidity, going higher, breaking structure. That's the only thing I care about. Now you can see guys, the price started entering the Asian session right here, and you probably know that I don't trade the Asian session, okay, but at the same time guys, I have a trading plan in which it says, okay, you have to trade the main session, so London and New York, but I don't only have that rule. So I have many rules inside my trading plan, and it's always up to you guys to decide whether you want to take this trade or not. This is a single job. I mean, no one is going to decide for you. So if you have a trading plan, you have many things telling you, okay, you should take the trade, and the only thing that is telling you not to do it is something that you don't really care about, or in the situation you think is not relevant, you can take the trade. So in my case, I had to trade the Asian session, and I asked myself, would you still take the trade? or would you skip it just because of the time? I said, you know what, I don't care about timing. In this case, I like the price section and structure too much, and I'm not gonna really consider the session. Perfect. So that's my decision. If I take a stop loss, I'm gonna journal it and see if I during time make the right decision, because if it's gonna pay me, if I decide like this, I will continue doing it. If I see that every time I make this decision I take some losses, of course I will change my plan and stick to the main sessions. So guys, let's dive into the lower time frame explanation. And let's see what is going on here. So after the Asian session starts, okay, so this is the end of New York and Asian session. You can see the price entered a zone of consolidation. It was stuck in between this level of resistance and support. This is our main support. We have a sort of fake out in here with the double bottom, but we keep staying inside this range right here. So it's about a, how much is it? Let's see. It's about, yeah, 20 pip range. Okay, this whole range right here, 20 pips. So we really need to see a breakout from this area, because if we try to buy here or inside this zone, we can easily get a manipulation maybe of these lows, then go higher, and then you will have the perfect trade. So I don't want to get stuck in the middle of these areas. I really want to see a breakout structure that indicates me that the price is moving and we have some momentum. So we see that once we break this level, so now it's quite clear that the price wants to go higher, because we have a clear break of structure with this push from this low that takes internal liquidity. You can see the price goes higher, prints some support zone in here, seems like it's going higher. And if you go in a 1 minute, I'm not gonna go right now, but if you will check the 1 minute in here, you have a clear uptrend. So all of these higher lows indicating a buy pressure. So a lot of retail traders are gonna buy in here because of this maybe head and shoulders, this support zone. What happens? We have a boom drop in here. The price melts. What is this causing? This is probably causing panic in the market. A lot of people would be stopped out first of all, and a lot of other retail traders are going to sell and panic sell here because they say, oh my god, what did I do? I didn't have to buy here. The price is clearly going lower. We have resistance, and this is a clear confirmation that we need to go lower. What happens? Of course, we are not going lower. This was just a manipulation, and we have the break to the upside. So now we have what we were waiting for, so our BOS, break of structure to the upside, and I just waited for the price to go back, pulling back into a zone of demand, so a key area that I identify as demand. And this zone was pretty much down here. So this is the area that I'm targeting, because this is the level or the candle that takes liquidity below this area, and we should stay above this zone because we go down and then easily we go up from there. So what that means is that this is now our manipulation candle, and we might expect the price to go back into that area and that buy, of course, for a continuation. So what I did was just place a buy once we were going back into that area, and also I used the fib to help myself. You don't really have to use it, but I do, but it's up to you guys. And I had the 78.6, and you can see here we tapped that 78.6, and I just bought right here. Boom, I bought, I covered the previous low, very easy. And now we should see the price going higher because we saw the shift in momentum on the higher time frame. We have a main bias on the 1 hour, 30 minutes. We keep respecting demand areas and taking liquidity, and we also did that. So the market is fractal. So what we do in a higher time frame, we are also looking at that on the lower time frame. So we also took the liquidity and see the shift in momentum on the lower time frame. Now it's time to attack the market. I saw my opportunity. How about timing? As you can see, it's not the perfect timing. We are still in the Asian session. What do? Up to you guys. I decided to take the trade. That's it. I'm taking my own risk, and it's up to me to take the trade or not take the trade. But you can see it went well. And in terms of targets, I had pretty high standards with this trade, because it was based on a higher time frame, so the 30 minutes as you saw before, 1 hour, 30 minutes, and also the target was based on a higher time frame. So I wanted to at least target this previous high, this previous daily high, because if we go higher from this demand zone, I'm expecting the price to move in waves like this. Okay, so if I am able to enter right here on the lower time frame, as you can see, we are in this section. Okay, so we are going higher. So where do you think the price can reach? At least the previous high. Okay, then we have, yes, of course, extensions and other highs in the market like this one, but I'm not going to target this. I really need to or try to stay in these sections, guys, before breaking structure, because if I can make huge profits or at least risk rewards before taking out some highs or structure that is very, very strong, it's always better, because you never know how the price is going to react on those areas. The price here can easily go down, form a high, lower high, and another lower high, and continue this down movement, maybe break this trend line as it's forming some liquidity and continue lower and lower and lower. Who knows that? We don't know. So what we can do is at least try to buy and sell inside these ranges. So in order to make some really nice risk reward, we don't have to break key areas. Okay, you can see the price eventually broke higher, but I don't care. This also was the risk reward that I needed in order to pass the FTMO, so that was enough for me. But just to make you guys understand why you need to take profits also on critical areas and not look for always bigger and bigger take profits that are not going to be topped, because it's not always going to be as easy as this one. You can see the price reversing after 107. It's not going to be very, very good for you. Okay, guys, it's going to be very, very painful seeing all your profits go back to zero after doing 7 times your risk. So this was the trade, guys. I targeted this area. You can see the price moving very nicely with some really and clear bullish price action. We finally saw the price breaking above this main resistance that was worrying me a little bit, because we have this candles trying to break, always closing below. This was a little bit making me feel nervous, but at the same time I was confident, because we kept printing these lower highs, higher lows. And finally we had this push and another push, and we finished the trade with this target up here. So pretty clear, guys, I hope. And if you like it, remember to subscribe, give it a like, and drop a comment if you want, guys, any type of question. And the tips about FTMO, guys, or any prop firm that you want to pass. For challenges, I really encourage you guys to try them, because it's always nicer to have more capital. Everybody that says, why do you need to trade FTMO if you're already a trader? Probably they don't understand how the life works, because if you can manage to have more accounts, more money to trade with, that means that the same percentage that you're doing monthly is going to be more money. That's it. So if I can have more capital to trade with and still stick to the same money management rules and still do the same things, okay, 5 to 10% a month, is going to be more money. You don't have to increase the percentage rate every month in order to make more money. You need to just increase those capitals and still do the same job that you're doing every day. So doing these challenges is of course something better for you. But at the same time, if you're not a trader that is profitable on demo accounts, or also on lower accounts like 1K, 2K, 5K, you don't have to try this, because you really need a lot to pass this, a lot of experience to pass this challenge, because it's very difficult to stay below the 10% if you're not familiar with money management. And if you're risking just 1 or 2%, you don't really have many trades in order to go about 5 or 6% drawdown. And if you find yourself in that situation as a new trader, it's going to be very difficult, because you will already think that, oh my god, I already destroyed this challenge, I'm not going to pass it, so it's already over. I will try everything now to see make or break, right? And this also leads to, of course, the failure of many people, that many people now are losing more money trying these challenges, rather than opening a personal account in which you can play a little bit, okay, and get used to it. Because if you lose 10% on a single account, which is yours, you can still make it back. It's not a big deal. Of course, 10% is not that much. But 10% in here, you're done. It's over. So you really need to be careful in order to pass these challenges. And you can pass it if you're lucky. But at the same time, the worst thing is after you pass the challenge and the verification, because you also need to keep this alive during time if you want to do this forever. So it's not only about passing the challenge. You really need to be confident in your skills, having a trading plan, a structured trading plan that you always use before entering a trade, and also be confident with your psychology. And you need to be the person that doesn't exaggerate. So what does it mean? Revenge trading, over leveraging. If you're still doing these mistakes, please don't do these challenges. Wait until you feel more confident. Wait until you reach some goals, maybe minor goals, like I want to be profitable for 1 month, I want to be profitable for at least 2-3 months, I want to see some targets. And when you will feel confident and comfortable in taking a challenge, then you just pay and take it easy. Okay guys, these are the things that I suggest to you. It's not difficult, it's just you need to be here trying the challenge at the right time. Okay, don't force things, take your time, take it easy, and yeah, that's it. So let's wrap this video, guys. I want to thank you all for watching it till the end, and if you have any question regarding courses, regarding whatever you want to ask, guys, just DM me on Instagram. You have the link down below, and you can drop a comment, as I said before, like the video and share it. I will really appreciate you guys. See you in the next one, and have a great rest of the week.